Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a new day. It is Wednesday the 7th and it is Pearl Harbor Day. For those of you who didn't remember, for some reason I remember this every year, but it is the day of Pearl Harbor. And it is just before noon. It's 11:57 in the morning and I kind of had a restless night sleeping. So after I took Gypsy out at 6 o'clock this morning, I actually went back to sleep and I didn't wake up till 11 o'clock when the weekly weather alarm went off around town. So yeah, so I just woke up about an hour ago, but now we're going to have lunch. So we got this, it's a 1/4 pound cheese. Oh, you can't see that. It's a 1/4 pound cheese, bold and zesty sauce, garlic bread, pepperoni, tombstone pizza. So that's what we're going to have for lunch. We got this at the pantry probably a couple weeks ago. And half of it I'm just going to leave as pepperoni for me. The other half I'm going to cut up some jalapenos, little mushroom pieces, and chop up an onion for Glenn. So we'll throw that on his side. And I'll cut up extra just to have some already made on hand. So that's what we're having for lunch today. Haven't quite figured out supper. And no, I haven't done the monthly plan yet. So, alright, so stay tuned. Alright everyone, so I have our pizza here. And I'm going to put it this way because I'm going to divide sides. So one side is going to be for Glenn, which I cut up an entire small onion, cut up a small can of mushrooms and some jalapenos, and ooh, onion just went on my side. And I think I'm going to take this side as mine because it has more cheese. So, alright, so I'm going to pour this, not all of it, on Glenn's side. And the rest of it I'm going to put in a plastic container with probably some jalapeno juice. And let it sit, so anytime we have like omelets or stuff, you'll have stuff cut up for it already. So I got the oven preheated to 400. Now I'm doing it a little different. It says to put the pizza directly on the baking rack, 68 inches from the bottom, but I'm not going to do that. I'm putting it on a cookie sheet or a pizza pan. Yeah, we've never had this pizza before. It's supposed to be bold and zesty sauce. Guess we'll see. And it's probably going to bake for about a half hour. I didn't thaw out any pepper or pineapples from my side. I'll just take the pepperoni. Alright, I'm going to throw this in the oven and we'll see how it tastes. Alright everyone, so our pizza is done. I usually just put my finger down the middle just to make sure it's warm because the middle is where it stays the coldest. And it also just slid off the pizza pan, so that I also know it's done that way. So we're just going to cut this up and see what it tastes like. Alright, I won't put you through the torture of watching me cut it up, so I'll be right back. Alright everyone, so I got it cut up. And there's Glenn's with all his stuff on it. And then there's mine with just the pepperoni. Alright, so we're going to enjoy lunch, and so stay tuned. Hey everyone, so it is in the afternoon, and when you get up at 11 in the morning, your day gets by you before you know it. It's probably after 3 already. Actually, it's 3:45. So yeah, we ate that pizza. And then I'm making a cake right now. So yeah, I'm feeling quite lazy now that I got up late and my day has gotten by me. Now I'm just in lazy mode. So yeah, the pizza actually wasn't that bad. And yeah, so I guess that's it. It wasn't that bad. Normally I've been making only half of the box of cake, but I'm going to make the whole cake this time. Why? Because it's winter and we're in the house all the time and we get the munchies. So I'm just going to make the whole cake. That way if we're in the munching mood, there's a whole cake to munch on. So yeah, and we got this box cake from the pantry at one time, so I'm just going to make that. And I'm going to make a cake because I have some leftover cream cheese frosting and some leftover chocolate frosting that I just want to get used up and out of the way. So that's what I'm doing. I wasn't even going to record this, but I figured I'll chat with you and do this. But yeah, I need 1 1/4 cups of water. So yeah, not really having an idea for supper. So I took some ground beef out. Sorry, the water's running. And I need 1/2 cup of oil. Yeah, I took some ground beef out. We have those bell peppers, and I got 1/2 of a green bell pepper in the freezer, so I should take that out. So what I'm going to do is just kind of make a ground beef with rice mixed into it, with the bell peppers mixed into it, and yeah, we'll call it supper. Kind of like a generic stir fry, I guess, on a whim. Stir fry, ground beef stir fry on a whim. That's what we'll call it. Alright, and I need 3 eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this. I won't torture you with the sound. What I would like to figure out if, and I don't know if I asked this already, that fluffy white frosting, I would like to figure out how to make that homemade. Anybody has a recipe? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. It's you can get it in Duncan Hines or Betty Crocker. It's a fluffy, not vanilla frosting, but a white frosting. I love that stuff, but I don't have any. But I'd love to have it. So if you have a recipe for that, either email it to me or drop it in the comments. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get this mixed. Okay, so we are ready to put this in. Oven is already preheated. I sprayed the cake pan, or the cake dish. Oh yeah. So what I think I'm going to do, what I think I'm going to do and what I actually do might be 2 different things. But I think I'm going to sit down and work on the meal plan, because I don't like not knowing what we have planned for supper. So I'm going to do that. What I'd like to put in the meal plan is just like have one weekend where we have like all appetizers. Whether it's like a taco dip, my crab, imitation crab spread, some meatballs and some chili sauce and grape jelly, or some little, those little tiny hot dog, whatever. Just some appetizers. Just have it like throughout the weekend. Have appetizers ready. Maybe get a pizza or something. Watch Christmas movies. Yeah, I think I might fit that into the meal plan and have that before Christmas. So that sounds like a plan to me. All right, I'm going to get this in there, stop rambling, and I'll see you in a bit. All right, everyone, so the cake is done. This is not the cake, obviously. Yeah, the cake's on the cooling rack right now. This is what's left of the chado beans and so I just put them in a smaller container. I'm going to go take them out to the freezer and put them in the freezer, and that way he has chattel beans for another time without me having to make it. So that's another meal. That's actually a couple more bowls right there. So all right, I'm going to take this out to the freezer. I haven't went in, sat down and be lazy again. I washed dishes that were in the sink, because when I turn off the kitchen light and only the Christmas lights are on, I like to look over here from the living room and see all the lights without dirty dishes on the sink. So I went ahead and washed those up. Yeah, then I'll come back in and probably work on the meal plan. All right, everyone, so it is time to cook supper, and I've got some olive oil with a little bit of butter heating up there, and I went ahead and cut up these red and orange bell peppers that we received at the food pantry last Thursday, and it is now Wednesday, so it's almost a week. And I also have one other pepper to throw in there. These were some frozen green bell peppers that I had, so I'm just gonna get those used up and throw them in there. And I'm gonna let all these sauteed. I got white rice going, and it's just a basic meal. I usually make a meal, well, I don't make it a lot, but it's just like ground beef and white rice mixed together, and then we put in whatever we want on our own plates. I usually just do like soy sauce. But I figure since we had these peppers that I just add those in as well. So I'm going to go ahead and cover these, let them saute, and then with the rice going, all I got to do is cook up the ground beef afterwards. Those smell so delicious. I love the smell of colorful bell peppers sauteing. They smell so good and they look nice and colorful. So hopefully it all comes together well. Alright, so the ground beef is done. I'm going to throw some rice in there. This is just a simple meal on a whim. This is what happens when I don't have my meal plan. Alright, I'm going to throw my peppers in there. Peppers give it a good color. Hopefully a good taste. And that's going to be our supper. I'm going to put some soy sauce in mine, in my own plate. Glenn's not a fan of soy sauce, and he doesn't know what he's putting in his. Probably nothing. He'll probably end up putting some hot sauce in or something. Without his hot sauce, everything is blah to him. Alright, and that's it. That's our supper. I don't know what you want to call this. Maybe ground beef, stir fry. I don't know. But this is supper. That's what I'm going to call it. Supper. Alright, everyone. So here is supper. Just threw some ground beef. Cooked up some ground beef, some white rice, and used whatever peppers we had. The green pepper I had in the freezer, so I figured I might as well use it. The yellow and orange. Or, yeah, yellow and orange. We received from the pantry last week, so they're starting to get a little rubbery, so I just figured I better cook them up. And Glenn's already tasted it. He said it's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and eat, and we're just having some chocolate pudding with whipped topping. All right, so, yeah, I still have to do the meal plan. All right, everyone, so I have the meal plan for the rest of December finally done. I struggled on this, probably because I'm doing it at the wrong time of the night. But let me just quickly go over this. So we made the ground beef with rice and peppers, which was very good. And then I have here on the 8th, which is Thursday, we'll do leftovers. And then we're going to have brats, which I'll just do like in the frying pan and saute some onions and make some baked potato with it. And then on Saturday, I'm going to make a ground beef casserole. It'll take us for leftovers on that Sunday, then the Monday, and I'm sorry if the camera is shaking, I'm holding the camera. On Monday, we'll do hot tamales, and then that Tuesday is my birthday, so we'll be doing Texas Roadhouse. And Wednesday, I'll make a beef stew and leftovers on that Thursday. That Friday, I'll do fish and chips. And then I think we're going to get a pizza. That's Theo's Pizza. And I think I'm just going to do pizza that night and maybe make a couple appetizers and some cookies or something. And just watch Christmas movies. And then that Sunday, I'll make a chicken pot pie. On that Monday, we'll grill out some pork chops and do a foil pack with potatoes and carrots and onions with butter and salt and pepper in it. On that Tuesday, I'll do a Spanish rice. Then on the 21st there, that Wednesday, I'll do ring bologna and some home fries. We'll make some tacos with leftovers. Then that Saturday, which is Christmas Eve, we're going to get a ham for Christmas. So I'm assuming we'll just have some on Christmas Eve as well. And of course, we'll have some Christmas cookies and snacks and appetizers or whatever. And then on Christmas Day, we'll do the ham dinner. The day after Christmas, since we got a ham, we always get the bone in. I'll make some pea soup for Glenn. I don't need it, so I'll make myself something else. And then he's got leftovers on that Tuesday. Wednesday, I've got French dip with leftovers on that Thursday. And then the last 2 days of the year, which is the 30th, and I have some kind of foil packet meal on the grill. I don't know what it's going to be, but I like to do a foil packet meal on the grill. And then on New Year's Eve, I have appetizers. Normally, Glenn gets like a herring in a jar and some crackers. I make a couple appetizers like the meatballs with barbecue sauce or chili sauce and grape jelly. And I put them in the slow cooker, and I'll do crab flake spread. You know, just some appetizers to go with that. So what we may carry that as our meal, or we may, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that is the rest of December's meal plan. And yeah, finally got it done. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch it. I appreciate your support. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.